In the summer of 2021, we decided to pack it all in and go traveling. The first country we flew to was Costa Rica. In this episode, we explore magical waterfalls, thick jungles and rainforests, and see untamed wildlife. Join us on our cross-country road trip episode where we bring you the best of Costa Rica. Pura vida!
After 40 plus hours of travel, we landed in the capital of Costa Rica, San Jose. We picked up our rental car and we then drove 3.5 hours north to Rio Celeste. We've just made it to our first Airbnb in Costa Rica, and it took us about 3 hours to get here after we left the airport and got our rental car.
So we just drove north. We're around the Mount ARENAL area. In fact, we're just north of that at the Rio Celeste River, which is literally just behind us right now.
You can hear the river flowing. So I'm interested. I want to go down there and see. We asked the guy whose Airbnb this is if the water was blue, because he said if it's blue you can swim in it, and he said if it's green or if it's brown you can't swim in it. So we're hoping the rain stops so that the water is blue so we can go swimming.
So for tonight's accommodation, I booked an Airbnb. We were looking at different places over here, and this one just struck out because the building just looks so unique. It is a literal egg-shaped building.
It reminds me of SpongeBob's pineapple. We had a hard time finding it, so we drove around, we asked a few people, and then we finally got lucky, and the guy was like, yeah, it's right down here. Yeah, I can't wait for you to see it. It's so cool. Let's go inside the egg. All right, so we'll go around this way. So I think one of the coolest things about this place is if you look around the walls, there are pieces of wood, and some of them have designs, paintings on them. It's very unique. And then if you go up higher, the ceiling has holes for windows. The bed is really cute. This way, here is a shower. So it's a nice big shower. It feels like you're outdoors, but I forget that I'm not. But because the ceiling's blue, it looks like it's an outdoor shower, but it isn't. And then over here is the sink. So it's a big rock, which is really cool. And then it's a big circle. So then you come through this way, and you're on the other side. So there's a bench. They have some cute little candles. I feel like this is a fireplace. I don't really know what it is. And then just like little kitchen things like a kettle and a refrigerator, TV, place to put all of our things. So yeah, we're excited. It's really unique and interesting, and I'm ready to go check out the river and see if it's blue. All right, now. Take us to the water. Do you know the way?
I'm gonna follow the sound.
You got your good shoes, so...
It's 4x4 traction. I don't know how far up we are, but it seems to be roaring.
How are your shoes holding up?
Yeah, good. I've yet to build confidence in them, so I'm going very, very steadily.
Ali, this is so cool.
This is amazing.
This is like, wow. Wow. Look at it. So this is the Rio Celeste.
We literally just drove here from the airport, and seeing as this is our first stop in Costa Rica, it has not disappointed. This is absolutely beautiful. You got like intense green shrubbery everywhere, and then the blue water. It's pretty amazing. I'm pretty happy right now just to see all of these sightings. We just came down here to see what the water was like, and just to get an idea of things, we're gonna go up and get something to eat. So we just drove up the road around 2 minutes, and we come to this restaurant. It's recommended by our Airbnb host. It's called Metamorphosis. Cute little Costa Rican joint where we can hopefully try some local foods.
So we got casado con pollo, So chicken, we get beans, fried plantain, salad, rice, and vegetables. It looks so yummy. And I got chilies because he likes it spicy.
Okay, that's definitely the jet lag talking now. Good morning. We're gonna go see the Rio Celeste River, which is going to be very exciting. Alright, so they've given us breakfast. There's a bit of watermelon, banana, pineapple, and an orangey fruit. Papaya?
Papaya, yeah.
Papaya, I think.
Can't wait for the coffee.
Café con leche, por favor, señor. ¿Qué pasa?
Ah, todo bien, el desayuno típico de Costa Rica.
Bueno.
Pinto, huevo, plátano, tostadas.
Gracias, amigo.
Con mucho gusto.
Rain, go away. We want the blue water. Okay. We got our boots, our rain jackets. We're ready. In this particular park, the main things that we're trying to see is the waterfall, the pretty blue water in the river, and then there's an area that has boiling water from volcanic activity, and then the fourth place is an area where two rivers meet. That is our goal today, to see those items. But right now we're just walking on the path. We have 1,500 meters to get to the waterfall.
We've walked around like 5 minutes and we're deep into the jungle. All you can hear are insects chirping and the water flowing. It's pretty relaxing.
Going down to see the waterfall. We're just enjoying the sights of the waterfall and dreading the hike back up.
It's like 150 meters, which doesn't sound a lot, but it's steep.
Yeah.
But with that said, it was well worth the hike. It took us around, it did take around 15 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah. On to the next one.
This way. Follow me. I'm the tour guide now.
How you doing there, Holly?
I'm alright. I hope we've made it to our next stop.
I think
Can't
we're
really see.
nearly there.
Whoa, the water looks so pretty!
So
my
we
goodness.
just made another 20-minute walk, uphill might I add, to the Blue Lagoon, and it literally looks like what it does online. There's no color editing, nothing. It is blue, like Gatorade blue, Powerade blue.
Yeah,
Perfect
Powerade.
blue, glacial blue. Any other blue tones? Write them in the comments below. Just behind me is the boiling point where the water is bubbling up, and it stinks of sulfur. It smells of like rotten eggs, and it's getting very, very pungent. Especially when the wind blows like it just did. It stank.
It does stink.
I don't know what's worse, that or this. Gonna go first hanging bridge.
Whoa, this is cool.
My hair looks slick.
Mine looks like a...
What's that, lunch lady?
I don't know what this is, but it's my new style. Anyway, we're at the point where the two rivers meet, and you can see the distinction between both of them. They don't
Mix.
mix.
This is the end of the trail where two rivers meet. They call the Quebrada Agria and the Buenavesto. So Quebrada Agria is the one over there, like in the far corner of the screen, and the one closer to here is the other one. And together they mix, bringing in the sediments and stuff like that together. And this white patch over here is the mixing of the sediments, it's super sedimenty, like super strong.
Super sedimenty.
It's super strong,
Oh, wow.
like the white thing. And then the Rio Celeste basically gets its color because the particles are suspended in the water. Kind of like rain, you get like rainbows. It's pretty much the same, but underwater. catch up for Science 101 in our next week lesson.
All right, Al, so we're at the end of the trail. Are you ready to walk all the way back? 2,500 meters?
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
Right.
Hopefully, we've done most of the uphill bit, so it shouldn't be too bad. Kinda hoping that we don't get caught in any torrential downpours, but slow and steady. That's the mantra.
I thought it was positive vibes only.
Not anymore.
Is that how you keep your hair so cool?
Right, it helps so much.
Last 100 meters.
So we just finished the hike, dropped off our boots. But anyway, we literally just walked across and we're gonna have lunch. Treated myself to a quick brewski and let's see what's in store.
What are you gonna eat? Tell everyone what you're gonna eat, what you just told me.
I'm gonna have a cazados con pollo, arroz, frijoles, picadillo, ensalada y plátano.
Why do you have a lisp at the beginning of that?
Spanish.
But that's Spain Spanish.
I'm European.
Oh, okay. And I ordered tacos. All right, we are getting ready to leave Rio Celeste and head to our next location, which is near the ARENAL volcano. So we're gonna go to Casa Torre Eco Lodge tonight and stay in a tree house. So I'm really excited about that. The sun has now come out and the weather is so beautiful and the water looks even bluer than it did when we were in the national park today. It's so pretty and we had a really nice time today. And we're about to get hit by a car, so we're gonna get off the bridge.
After finishing up with the Rio Celeste, we drove around the Parque Nacional Volcán Tenorio to reach our next destination, the Eco Lodge.
So we're at our second hotel in Costa Rica, and we're in La Fortuna, and we're very close to the ARENAL volcano, as you can see behind me. The clouds are almost gone, so we can almost see the whole thing. Last night when we arrived, it was dark, so we didn't get to see all of the surroundings of where we're staying, but we're staying in tree houses. So they're really unique. They have great views of the volcano. This is the breakfast area where we had breakfast, and it's kind of like a hangout area with some hammocks. And there's a restaurant next door where you can have lunch, dinner. There are hot springs all over this whole area. So a little bit later on today, we're gonna go check out one of the hot springs.
You come to the Eco Lodge. This is Jonathan. He's the coolest guy. He'll so friendly, so
Pura
nice.
vida, Costa Rica.
He will help you out. Definitely come to La Fortuna and stay at this place.
Coming here, bro. This is your second home here. Here volcano, here sloths, ducks, roosters. Pura vida life.
So we're just talking to Jonathan and he said if you go down the path, there is a green room. We're not entirely sure what there is, but let's go check it out. So we just walked to the end of the resort and it's literally on the footstep of the jungle and the Mount ARENAL forest. He's brought us to this room where Holly has made herself very comfortable.
This is so nice. So this is the jungle room. Is that what he said?
Yeah. It's cool, man. So cool.
Okay, so we have a tree house for our hotel. So we're gonna give you a tour, so come on.
Room 101.
So when we got here, the owner said, you have a sloth in your room. And he's like, no, really, you have a sloth in your room. So he was not lying, we have a sloth in our room. So this is the main area of the treehouse. It's got everything you need, a bed, refrigerator, some tables to put your things on. The best part of the room is when you step outside on the balcony. Really nice views. So when the clouds go away, you can see the volcano. So we sat out here, enjoyed the rocking chairs and the nice breeze. And like I said, the clouds, when they leave, you can see the volcano. Also these plants right here, they have all kinds of hummingbirds that hang out in this little area. We also had a bathroom in here, which was really nice, so we didn't have to share a bathroom. So it's got a sink, toilet, and then the famous suicide shower, which this one was actually pretty nice because it had a nice flow of water and it was warm. So cannot complain about the shower. It has an outdoor feel to it. We came earlier this morning after breakfast because the host at our hotel told us that there was a sloth in one of the trees. So when we came, he was in another tree and he was all the way at the top. And that made my whole day. And then we were walking out to go eat lunch and he told us that the sloth had moved down and he was only 2 meters from the ground. So we ran over to see him and he's so close, he's sleeping. So we're at lunch right now and we have nice views of the volcano from our table. For lunch I got mahi mahi tacos and it has avocados, red cabbage, and an ahi sauce. So it's not spicy, I don't think, hopefully, but they look really nice, so I can't wait to try them. Can't really eat them like you would eat a taco because everything just goes everywhere and gets all over my face, so I'm just gonna eat it with my fork. But the mahi mahi is grilled and it tastes very good.
The sauce isn't too spicy?
No, the sauce isn't spicy at all. It has kind of a citrus flavor to it. So it's really nice with the vegetables and the avocado and the fish. Really, really good.
I went for a simple option. I just went for a chicken wrap with vegetables and french fries. Pretty good. Crunchy. Chicken is nice, not too dry. Perfect. Got this. So we just finished lunch and now we're going to be going to the hot springs. It's around a 10-15 minute drive. There are plenty of hot springs. I think Holly's picked one and let's see how that is. Alright, we are leaving the parking lot of the hotel, of our tree house, and we're going to drive down this road to get to the hot springs. Now last night when we were coming in, Ali was stressed because we don't have a 4x4, we have a regular rental car and our car is pretty low and the roads are gravel roads, so it is a bit scary because it's pretty steep. So hopefully we have an alright time getting down. We've come to Thermalitas, the hot springs, and it seems like there are a bunch of different pools, all with different temperatures. The hottest one that I saw was 50 degrees and the coolest one I saw was 35 degrees, so there's a bit of temperature variance.
Looks like there's a bunch of different pools there to choose from and they all kind of have something different. They have slides,
a jacuzzi,
a waterfall. Yeah, so they have so many different hot springs to choose from. How hot is it? That hot?
Yeah, I think this is my limit already.
Really?
Like bearable?
But burly.
So Holly sat down, no problem, but I am on the...
It's 42 degrees.
Oh.
I bet you the 50 degrees is hot, but 42, it's not too bad. This is nice. It feels so good to relax. We've been traveling and carrying heavy bags, and this is like being at the spa.
Going to the crocodile drinking pool.
This one's 35.
It's hotter. Even you said it was hotter.
It is hotter than the 42.
It's 35.
It's like a hot tub.
I don't like baths.
Well, do you want to find a cooler one to get into then?
Are you not sweating?
Yeah, but I've been sweating all day, so my glasses are getting a little fogged up. Let's go. Let's get a different one.
Oh.
Try a different one. I thought this would be cooler, but... This one I like that it's deeper. To where like you're not on the rocks at the bottom. Just kind of floating along.
Nice swimming pool height.
Yeah, it's nice. This place is really nice.
Yeah, it looks like a tropical getaway. Got palm leaves and trees everywhere. Pretty beautiful. Lots of different pools. I like the feel of the place.
Thermalitas hot springs in La Fortuna, Costa Rica.
They cost us 4,000 colones, which is around $8. Pretty decently priced.
It's gonna rain. We are leaving before it really starts storming, so we're gonna head into town, get some food, and then go back to the treehouse.
Good morning. It is 7 o'clock and it's our second day at the Casa Torre Eco Lodge. Just gonna go up for breakfast. Today is a pretty misty morning. You can't even see anything beyond, I think, 150 yards. You would never guess that there was a volcano right over there. Hopefully it clears up before we go, because I'd like to see the view one more time. Great views, huh?
Can't see anything.
They start off breakfast with a plate of fruit and then they bring out eggs and toast. It's fairly simple, but it's effective, fills you up and gets you going for the rest of the day.
So this is pineapple jam. I've never had pineapple before.
What color is it?
Yellow? Yeah. It's really good. Howler monkeys?
You can just get the silhouette of them because of the light.
Thank you, bro. Thank you
man.
so much for coming to my house. Have a wonderful time in Tortuguero, in La Pavona, y only Costa Rica. Pura vida.
So we're sad because we have to say goodbye to Casa Torre. It was such a nice day. The hospitality here is like no other. I think it's probably up there as one of my favorite stays ever anywhere.
Yeah, it's got a bit of everything, like a nice homely vibe. The main guy, Jonathan, he is super friendly. Definitely come here if you're in this area. And there's like an abundance of wildlife. Just outside our main door, we saw some halo monkeys, a sloth.
You saw a toucan.
A toucan, yeah.
There's
So,
hummingbirds everywhere, butterflies.
and even though you can't really see it right now, but there is a huge volcano. But with that said, we're gonna go to Tortuguero.
After leaving La Fortuna, we made a detour to see some iguanas.
The host, Jonathan, said to come out here to see loads of iguanas, and we're standing on a very rickety bridge, say around 50-60 feet above a river, and there's just iguanas just laying here on the pipes, on the trees. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little detour, well worth it.
So we have left ARENAL and the La Fortuna area, and today we have headed to the east coast of Costa Rica to go to Tortuguero. So we have just parked our car because you're not allowed to drive, well, you can't drive to Tortuguero. You have to take about an hour boat ride to get there. So the boat dock is right here. We're just waiting for the next boat, which hopefully will be 3:30. We have just a little bit of wait time before we get on the boat. And then we get to go check into our hotel. It's called Casa Pelican. And then later on tonight, we plan on going to see some turtles. Hopefully we're lucky and we get to see baby turtles go into the sea.
Just getting on the boat on the way to Tortuguero Island. You're in the struggle bus.
Hi, come on in. Alright, so we're going to give you a room tour of our hotel in Tortuguero. So we just got off of the boat and it was maybe like a 2-minute walk through the city. So anyway, our room is upstairs and it has very, very nice balcony with a hammock. Also, something that we just noticed that made me feel happy is our shower is a normal shower for the first time. So since we've been in Costa Rica, we've had the suicide showers. This looks like it is a normal shower. So now we're going on to the terrace of the hotel. It's got really nice views of, you can see the canal we just came in on, and then you can also see the Caribbean Sea.
Good morning everyone, we are in TORTUGUERO Island.
And last night when we arrived, we got here around 5 p.m. We booked a tour to be able to go see turtles lay their eggs. They didn't let us film the experience, but I completely understand why. So they do a really good job here of protecting all of the wildlife, and they have really good conservation laws in place to help protect everything.
And this morning we're gonna go on a canoe tour. Fortunately we can bring the camera along. So I think we meet just down the road in 10 minutes, where we're going to canoe into the TORTUGUERO National Park.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see a bunch of wildlife. It's really early. It's going to be at 6:30 a.m. So that's the best time to go to be able to spot some wildlife.
And our guide is just getting our canoe ready. I think the first stop is the ranger station, where we show our checks, passports and identification basically, and then we head out into the river. I've seen a couple of tour companies just going out. Seems to be a popular activity for wildlife spotting. So what are we up to?
We are in a canoe and we are going to head to the TORTUGUERO National Park to hopefully see lots and lots of wildlife.
I'm hoping to see a caiman, a couple of nice birds, and I'm going to put out in the universe a jaguar. Hopefully we can bring that to you guys. Look, right on the mud.
I don't know how he spotted that.
Yeah, boss. Where are you looking? Like,
he's looking everywhere because he's seeing stuff everywhere.
so we just reached the end of our tour. We're deep into the jungle. We saw a troop of capuchin monkeys. They were high up in the trees and they're just jumping from branch to branch. It was pretty cool. And now we're just slowly making our way back. It was a pretty cool trip. We saw loads of different animals, many birds, a bunch of butterflies. Really good. How was it getting so close to a caiman?
It was nice until he moved and then I jumped.
We're just heading back, slowly but surely. The sun is out, so it's getting hot now. Final approach. So we made it.
Yeah, we made it.
Thanks to our guide, we saw amazing. He's the man. If it was me and Holly, we wouldn't seen anything.
For the first, it's hard for you, but after you got idea, you could find him.
Yeah. We're just rolling and you'd be like, oh look, iguana, caiman, bird. But thank you, brother. We had a lovely time. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much. It
Thank
was
you.
great.
Yeah.
We worked up a hunger after our canoe trip. So now we are eating breakfast and then we're going to head back to the hotel, get all of our luggage, and then go back to where we parked our car yesterday. I'm going to head to San Jose.
Alright, we've just checked out of the hotel and we're going to try and make the 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. Hopefully we can make it.
Alright, we're just now leaving TORTUGUERO. We got off of the boat and now we're going to drive about 3 hours to get to San Jose.
So we're currently in our stay in San Jose. We've had a bit of a slow morning, and so the plan today is to explore a bit of San Jose while we drive out to our next destination, which is on the Pacific coast. It's called Manuel National Park. We've got a couple of stops on the way. We're gonna go to a crocodile bridge, which should be pretty interesting, and let's see how the day goes. Right now we're just basking in the sunshine. So we just had a quick breakfast, just drove around San Jose. Didn't spend too long there. We're excited to go to our next destination, which is Manuel Antonio. But before we go there, like I said before, there's a crocodile bridge. It should be interesting, so that will take around an hour to get there. So we just driven an hour westward and we're at the Tarcoles River. This place is known for just crocodiles resting. Let's go check them out.
We are at El Avion, so we are at the restaurant that has a giant plane on the inside of it with amazing views of the Pacific.
While waiting for our drinks, the restaurant also has the history of this plane, and I literally had no idea, but this was the same place used by Barry Seals. Tom Cruise played him in the movie American Made to smuggle, I believe, arms between the states to the Nicaraguan Contras, and this was genuinely one of the C-123s that they used, which was shot down somewhere around this area and brought here. That was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty much geeking out about like the history of this place, and so random to find in a place here in the middle of effectively nowhere, but you got this piece of history. Yeah, so the Iran-Contra affair, one of the planes that was shot down, is in this very bar. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. We are at the entrance of
Manuel Antonio National Park.
Manuel Antonio National Park.
This park is supposed to have so many different types of animals, so I've been so excited for this day. We've already seen a few monkeys and a sloth outside of the park, so I can only imagine how many animals we're gonna see once we actually get inside.
I think there's a group like literally 10 feet in front of us and they've already spotted an animal, so
let's go see.
Let's go check it out. Our tour guide's a bit of a loose cannon. We don't know where he is.
We're going together. I'm going to speak Spanish and English because we got us to group today, okay? So we can speak in Spanglish. You know Spanglish, right? Spanglish, sí.
We saw a sloth.
Two-toed sloth and a baby.
Happy now?
Yeah.
So we've just spent like around half an hour. We've seen plenty of different wildlife. So some frogs, bird eggs, lots of lizards. But because it's so crowded, it's just a conveyor belt. You just wait in line for people to just view this one thing. There are tour groups on top of one another. The one that we had in TORTUGUERO was far more authentic. It's still good, still seeing a lot of things, but the amount of people, I mean, were part of the problem, I suppose, but it's kind of ruining the experience of a safari trek.
So far my favorite part has been the monkey war that just happened. So apparently the howler monkeys and the capuchin monkeys are fighting over territory.
Sorry, I have to cut you off. There's a new basket that's happening.
It's just one male. The big male for like a 25 female. It's very happy, huh?
Uh-oh.
It's beautiful, huh? Nice. I like those ears. Man,
Reporting live from Manuel Antonio on the monkey war against the howlers is our foreign correspondent, Holly Andre.
I'm back, everyone. Yeah, this has been my favorite part. I could just stay and watch the monkeys all day.
Give us an update about the war. What happened?
So I think the capuchin monkeys successfully drove out the howler monkeys from their territory. I think there were more of them. I also heard one of the guides say that you can hear the howler monkeys, that they've been known to eat each other's babies. So that's a problem too. So they have a territory problem and eating babies.
We just reached the halfway point, and this is where we just come to have a little 5-minute break. And now we're gonna head towards the beach. Hopefully we'll see some more animals, probably sloths and insects. But here's hoping we see a little bit more.
Like a jaguar?
Unlikely. So we just finished the tour. It was pretty good. We saw lots and lots of different animals. The tour itself was amazing. But now we are heading back. We have to get our COVID test done. We just made it back. Got some minutes to spare before we get our COVID test.
So to see one in real life, I think I would scream and freak out. Butterfly! We're rocking these guys these days to go hiking. I haven't been rocking them since I bought them, but Ali has been wearing them 24/7. He's in love with the shoes.
They're convenient and they pack a punch.
Pack a punch!
So we've come to Thermalita's, the rock pool spa. What's it called?
Hot springs?
Hot spring.
The rock pool?
Good morning. A must for any traveling place is the need to do laundry.
Yes, we got our laundry done and we finished a vlog today. So today was kind of like a working day, a relaxing day, handling some business. Are you gonna do it or? Last night when we arrived, we went on a turtle, I don't know what you would call it. We went on a turtle
Hatching
tour?
Yeah, turtle hatching tour.
Okay, let's start over. Coffee, I'm happy. And I saw an otter on the way back. That made
We saw an otter.
Did you see it?
Barely.
He didn't see it. I saw the otter made by day.
Join us next week as we fly into the United States, where we try the local foods and fashion, go to iconic locations, meet the wildlife, and see America at its best.